Hello everybody and welcome to the moon. Actually, I should say welcome to Malts and Meeples here on YouTube. I'm Petter and today I am playing Welcome to the Moon, as you saw there. This is a I think 1 to 6 player game? Maybe 1 to 5. I'm playing solo for today and shuffling up our cards here. To get ready to go, I'm going to explain what we're doing as we go. But we're not just jumping straight down to the table. We're doing the campaign. Against the solo mode. Just kind of the goal of the campaign is to get the most stars depending on where you rank. You will see where it is. Kind of as you go. So there are campaign cards that will get unlocked as we go. There's also a solo mode opponent that we're playing against. The Human Alliance is sending you a message. The Earth is threatened with total destruction. For 4 years, we've watched more and more asteroids fell on our planet. And for several weeks we have seen new asteroids coming closer and threaten our planet and our life. If we do nothing, humanity will fade forever. But we still have a chance. Our scientists have predicted that the moon will be spared by the cataclysm. Our technology is ready to send all of humanity to the moon. After years of careful selection, you are our best hope to build our future on the moon and save humanity. Seems risky. It is time to take your responsibilities and carry out the conquest of the moon. You belong to a team appointed by the Human Alliance, an international organization that arose to handle the crisis and whose goal is to save humanity at all costs. The logic behind this team is to put each one of you in competition at every step. This competitive spirit will make you give the best of yourselves for the common purpose. The first step is simple. You must get the necessary rockets ready to launch and equip them for a permanent colony on the moon. Captain K here has been appointed to help you out between each step. His energy and his determination, combined with his rigorous training and healthy ambition, give us all the necessary guarantees for the success of this mission. He will now give you your first instructions. So we go to 50. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to act. Humankind is watching us. We must succeed in this first mission, or our species will disappear. The Human Alliance has chosen me as the captain, and this is the first mission. Interruption. Yes. Yes, it's true the marketing team prefers the word adventure. Anyway, as I was saying, I will be your captain for this adventure of our campaign for the conquest of the moon. I believe I can measure up to the task. Remember, we have the same goal. If we are competing, it is not for glory, but also to save mankind. Not only for glory. Let us prepare our rockets. If we succeed, I have to make a difficult choice. I can either favor automation or human resources. So I'm going to go to 154. I favor human resources. That is going to actually, I'll show you down here on the table. We have two different sets of mission cards. Now, if you play one-off missions, you can just choose which ones you want to go with. But because we favor humanity, these are the three that we're going with. This first one is complete these top 3 sections. The next one is complete these 2 sections. And the fifth one is to, well, have 5 of these circled. At the end of the game, if you will have to come back here. And it will determine what happens based off of if we won or not. So, let's go over the gameplay down here. First off, there's my captain badge. Next, we have our goals here, and we have our sheet. Now this is a big old stack of sheets, so it's possible, and they're double-sided and dry erase. Now, I'm going to have to find something to erase the dry erase with immediately on here because they don't provide that. We also here have our level 1 opponent, Catherine here from the Astra organization. She is trying to beat us by filling this out. She gets her points to fill this out from these different symbols. If I give her a card, for example, with this red symbol over here, she will cross out 4. Now, if, for example, there's 3 cards in here of hers, when those are drawn, she's going to do a couple different things. First, she's going to cross out one of these exclamation points. Those are bonuses for me to use. So when you would hit somewhere along here. But because I'm playing against a computer opponent, I had a box drop. I just want to make sure I know where that is. When I hit one of these, I circle one of these bonuses. When she hits one of her lettered cards, she circles one of these. I need to get up to 150 and have all of these crossed out that are circled before she reaches 150. So our first draw here is going to be 3 cards. I look at the cards that I have here, and in the upper corner it shows me the symbol for them. So for example, I'm going to use this 13 with a green. The numbers are 1 through 15. Let's put that there. Each of these little rooms has some bonuses above it. So I've completed those 2 cards. This is a robot, and the robot says 2, so 1, 2. that's how turns are going to work. So I draw 3 again. I feel like I should shuffle better, because that's a lot of green all the way at the top there. That first one had a nice variety to it, but this is the first time playing with this copy of the game, so I assumed I had shuffled enough. I assumed wrong. Try not to pay too much attention as I shuffle here. That should be good. 2 shuffles since I last looked at the deck. So I don't know what's coming up. Okay, now I do know what's coming up. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we have a 12. Perfect. So we're going to give her the lightning, which is 2 for her. So she's always going to be climbing, I mean, pretty consistently. However, now I have a 12 that you can't see, and a green. So I put the 12 there. I circle one of these, and I can place an X anywhere I want. Now, looking at what I want here, I need to complete those 2 sections, and I want to complete this one. So we're just putting an X in here. One element I haven't explained thus far is how we fill in these numbers. These numbers, it's the same way as welcome to. Or welcome to your perfect neighborhood, as it's called. It has to go in ascending order, left to right. Now, obviously, I can start at the right end. I can place a number wherever I want down here. But, for example, I cannot place another 12 here because that's not ascending. So we draw 3. All right, we have our first A. She is going to, by the way, that one has been used. Both of those have been used since that's a completed section. She's going to cross off 1 and circle one of these. Now, how do I cross off one of these guys? Then I have to make sure that I'm doing this 100% correctly. So this shows up in the solo mode section. Alright, let me double check one last thing here. I need to make sure that I'm doing this right. Because I should have given Astra this card and this card. So the reason I'm setting those cards off to the side is because they were given to Astra. They do not come back into play. Alright, so we have... Looking at my goals, this is energy, that's calendar. Neither is super useful for me in completing my goals here, but I can gain some benefit by doing... Let's put 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... So, what, it's 10 there, which means I could do a 2 there, 3, 4. Let's do a 4 right there. Now, because we drew the A, we didn't give a card to Astra. I mean, we did. It was the A card. So now we can see the backs of these cards. Flip them over. We have 2 suns and an energy. Let's do give Astra an energy, just 2 more. And I'm going to do a 3 there. Now, because these two, it's not suns, it's helmets. Because those 2 helmets are on different rows, each row I can start my scoring over again. So we have Leaf, Calendar, Robot. I want to continue on the Leaf here. I'm shooting for this objective right now. I can give the Robot away probably. Let's do 3 of Leaves. I'm not going to give this one away because that's the one that causes her to go up 4. Now I do have the ability to ignore giving her a card at some point in time here, but let's do our 3 right there. All right, another Leaf in the mix. We have a 9 and a 12 and a 1. So unfortunately I can't use this Leaf, but I can use it down on the bottom section. We'll give her the helmet of a 12. That just crosses off 1. Then over here, I'm going to use my Leaf and a 1 to put a 1 down there. Because this gear symbol is basically just a wild. Okay, we have a Leaf, an 8, and 12, and a 9. So I can give her another energy. She's up to 30. I haven't even moved on the track yet. And I'm going to do a 9 of Leaves. Here. All right, so then 1, 2, 3 more. We have another Leaf in the mix. Perfect, so I can give her, let's give her an Astronaut here and do a 4 of Leaves. No, I don't want to do that yet though. I want to do the 4 of Astronauts actually. So I'm giving her a Leaf. Going up 2 again. But if I do the 4 of Astronauts here, I complete this one. So first off, 1, 2, 3 of those are filled. I have an X and I have this arrow symbol. I haven't talked about this arrow symbol yet, but the arrow symbol allows me to fill in one of these light arrow symbols down here where I wouldn't have been able to collect from otherwise. Now I also have an X, so I can place that there and go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're starting to make a move there with our rockets. I could have also used the X to cover that up. I may in the future. All right, C. So C, cover up one of those, circle one of those. So now I'm going to have to start using these X's elsewhere. We have a 12 of helmets. You know what? 12 of helmets is solid. That allows me to start working through up there. Put that one in the wrong pile. 1, 2, 3. 11 of Leaves. 8 of water. 11 of energy. So, as I'm looking at it, like I have to target a number of these different areas to get points, but let's do the 8 of Leaves. So we're going to give her energy. But by doing that, I now almost have all the leaves done. So we have schedule, robot, and leaves. Well, we're going to do 6 of leaves, and we'll give her a robot for another 2. Feel like I'm just losing cards so fast. But 6 allows me to go 1, 2, and I can fill in 1, and I'm going to fill it in right there. I'm a little bit like, when do I use that bonus? Granted, I'd love to get more of them. So we have a 6 of energy, 6 of water, and a 9 of water. Let's do the 9 of water. So we're going to give her the energy card. 2 to her. But the 9 can go 10, 11. Let's do 9 right there. Put it in the middle. So we have a water and 2 robots. Okay, we can do a 15 of water. So we'll give her a robot. We're getting close there. Okay, all good here. 10 of leaves. Perfect. We'll give her an energy. Catherine just stealing all our cards. But that 10 gives me 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. I've now filled out this row, which means I'm halfway to that objective. Now, we also know that we're going to get this next time. That's our first card. And now 2 more. So robots or leaves. We can do a 6 down here. Let's do a 6 right here. Three more. All right, we have a helmet. 13 a helmet. Actually, let's give her 2 more energy. She's up to 60. We're at 45. We're making a comeback here. We can put 5 right here, because that's 5 of our helmets right there. Also, now we know that we don't have any more of her cards in there. So we have robot, energy. We'll give her a robot. No, we're going to keep the robot. We'll give her the 10 of energy. Because I can do a 2 right here. Go up 2 more. And I'm going to cross off one of those. I got to get those crossed off. This is a great spot to grab them from. So I'm going to do that. Now, we have 3 cards here. 13 schedules. 10. Let's give her a leaf. We don't need leaves too much anymore. And then I will do a No, I can't do a 13. So we're pulling this all back. The one downside of this game, I'm going to X this off. We're not going to give it to her because I want to keep this 13. But I'm going to use a 7 of leaves to go there. 1, 2. I don't get these 2 here because I didn't fill in that little arrow, but I do get to circle another one of these. So I can prevent her from getting a card again in the future. And I really wanted to keep that one away from her. Just again, a reminder, that's a 4 there for moving up on the track. Energy, robot. Okay, we have a 15 of energy. Let's get rid of that 11. and put a 15 right there. One, two, three. Need to get more water at this point. We're getting close to having this section filled in, which would get us this bonus. We're not here yet. We will get there eventually, though that one's tricky. Because the second time through, if we hit the C card before we have 5 of these circled, this card flips. So you can see our 3 and 2. It flips. It only shows the 2 at that point. We'll go up fewer rockets. Over here, all right, we have a 14. We'll use that symbol. Get rid of another energy. 14. We can fill in something here. Let's do this one. And an X. I'd love to kind of chain some of these together a little bit more. But right now I'm feeling the pressure of all right, 10 of water. We're actually going to get rid of a water to her. That's 3. No, we're going to keep that water card. And we're going to use the 10 of water to go here, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's the first time we're ahead of her. And then we should have 3 final cards, all of them robot. 11, 10, 5. Could do this to complete that. Go up 2 more. And I could cross out that. Or, I kind of like that actually. Let's give her the 10 of robots. She goes up 2 more. And I flip this one. Put a 5 there. So I go up 2. I've completed this one now. So I get to go up 3. And then I have an X. We'll cross that one out. Now, the deck is empty, which means coming back here. I did not complete that one. I'm close to it. I have not completed it yet. Don't cheat on Camera Putter. Don't do it. So, now, one of the things for this game is every single map is going to be different. So, while I have here Catherine, and this one is for map 1, the next time I will flip this over and it'll be for map 2. I'm also looking around because we're nearing the end of this game and I don't know what I have to dry erase with, if there's anything actually at all in this room besides like the shirt I'm wearing. Nope. I was like, something? No, not anything there. So right now, well, when I end the game, I'll pop out after the stream and clear everything. All right. So, oh, that's rough. We have B, which means we cross out one of these, circle another one of these, and this flips. So that bonus of 3 that I was so close to getting, that's gone. Now, I believe with the solo play, and I do want to just quickly double check this, I believe the solo play okay, draw cards, give. that they'll earn points from. They get points during the game. You can't draw 3 starships because the deck is emptied for a second time. So here we have 2 robots. We have a 6 and a 15. So this is interesting because I can't use either of them. But what I want to do is I think I want to put the 6 of robots there. Then I draw 3. Oof, I have 2 of those. Okay, I'm going to use these 2 in conjunction, give her an energy card, because I can put an 8 there, have a nice gap in numbers. So right now I'm looking for water cards. We have a water card here. Okay, 2 of water, I give her a leaf, that works. Two of water. Because if I can complete the water now before she goes, I get 3. This isn't going to give me anything, except I do have a 9, and I will give her an energy. So that one crossed there. Because 9, now I go up 2 more. And I cross one out here. So keep in mind, the game can end when I hit 150, when I cross out those last rockets. However, the game does not end if I still have one of these circled and not crossed out. Which means I would love to do it real fast, like, ooh, high numbers here. Uh-oh. Nope, I have this. So I can do a 10 on the schedule. Let's put it up there. And I will give her a water, I guess. 1, 2, 3. It's an interesting solo system. I kind of suspect I'm going to like this game better in person. We have a water. Do we have a low number? Yes, we have a 4 of water. We're giving her a robot for 2. But the 4 of water gets me up 2 more. Then 1, 2, 3. So, end game here. To launch your rocket and win the game at the end of your turn, you must have crossed off all the rockets below the 150 scoring box, as well as all system error boxes circled on your sheet. Check and check. The 8 rockets here can be crossed off if we have extras. We had 1 extra to determine a tie. However, we successfully got our win here before she launched the rocket. Now she was 1, 2, 3, 10, 21 away. We actually managed that quite well. Oh, did I give myself the 2 for that? Oh, I did give myself the 2 for that, yeah. So, that's the first mission here. Now, just to tease a little bit of what's coming up, we have another mission here. That's going to be our mission 2 that we do next, probably Wednesday. Could be Monday, actually. Might try and do a couple of them on Monday. But we're not done yet. We completed this, so we go to 161. Well, I guess I can congratulate myself. What? Yes, of course. Congratulations to you as well. Anyway, the Human Alliance thanks us for this first step. We launched in time with all the necessary equipment, and our installation on the moon is going well. Let me pop back up here. Click the wrong thing completely there. I know I look down while reading, but Captain, you have won the game, and so you keep the captain card. Moreover, you earn 1 campaign star. The number of stars you earn at the end of the game is indicated on each adventure sheet. So this one has a 1 star in the top corner. For Adventure 1, only the player in first place earns 1 star. But for the following adventures, the players in second and third place also earn stars. Save the game on the dashboard at the end of the book. Note the number of stars earned by each player. Note who is the current captain by circling their score. Write down as well the number of this chapter, 161, to save your campaign. You will go back to the campaign starting here. So, we have on here a dashboard of everything. So, today's date. I get the win. Guess I'll be using this once. You can download more of them and print them as well, in case you want that. But there we have it. I'm going to go wrap up now, grab a Kleenex or something to erase everything that I've written down. And I will be back, like I said, next Monday. So I look forward to that. And thank you everybody for checking out the video. Just noticed I missed a comment. It's kind of heads down playing there for a while. I appreciate everybody who was hopping on and dropping comments. And if you enjoy this content, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell to know when new videos come out. Generally, it is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, with Fridays being Baldur's Gate 3 content. Fingers crossed we'll be doing some Baldur's Gate 3 this upcoming Friday, so in a couple days. But best way to know, like I said, is simply click that notification bell. You can also find my other work here around the internet. You can find me over on nerdologist.com, where I write articles daily. Or you can check out the 10 Minute Marvel podcast if you're interested in Marvel movies, comics, TV shows, stuff like that, here on YouTube, or search for 10 Minute Marvel wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcast from. Plus, obviously, big backlog of videos here. So, thank you so much for joining in, and bottoms up.